My name is Karen Horsfall. I'm at the University of Texas at Arlington, and I will be reading a book from the book by J.R.R. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring. The book was banned in New Mexico. In fact, it was burned for being satanic, and I believe it's an important piece of literature and has been in print for over 50 years. When Mr. Bilbo Baggins of Bag End announced that he would shortly be celebrating his 111st birthday with a party of special magnificence, there was much talk and excitement on Hobbiton. Bilbo was very rich and very peculiar, and had been the wonder of the Shire for 60 years, ever since his remarkable disappearance and unexpected return. The riches he had brought back from his travels had now become a local legend, and it was popularly believed, whatever the old folk might say, that the hill at Bag End was full of tunnels stuffed with treasure. If that was not enough for fame, there was also his prolonged vigor to marvel at. Time wore on, but it seemed to have little effect on Mr. Baggins. At 90, he was much the same as at 50. At 99, they began to call him well-preserved, but unchanged would have been nearer the mark. There were some that shook their heads and thought this was too much of a good thing. It seemed unfair that anyone should possess, apparently, perpetual youth, as well as reputedly inexplicable wealth. It will have to be paid for, they said. It isn't natural, and trouble will come of it. But so far, trouble had not come, and as Mr. Baggins was generous with his money, and most people were willing to forgive him his oddities and his good fortune, he remained on visiting terms with his relatives, except, of course, the Saxfield Bagginses, and he had many devoted admirers among the hobbits of poor, unimportant families. But he had no close friends until some of his younger cousins began to grow up. The oldest of these, and Bilbo's favorites, was young Frodo Baggins. When Bilbo was 99, he adopted Frodo as his heir and brought him to live at Bag End, and the hopes of the Saxfield Bagginses was finally dashed.